All right, here is a very quick way to calculate your semester average for those of you who are new to junior high or this is your first time around dealing with semester exams. So your semester average is basically built upon your 6 weeks averages from your report card. Each of those counts twice and your exam grade counts once, making your semester exam grade worth 1/7 of your overall semester grade. So you're going to add those grades up from your student self-serve. So remember, your first 6 weeks grade twice, your second 6 weeks grade twice, your third 6 weeks grade twice, and then your semester exam. You divide that sum by 7, and that's your semester average. This is important because at the end of the year, we get semester 1 plus semester 2, and then divide that by 2 in order to get your year-end average in that class. Remember, this is for each individual class. This tells you if you're going to summer school or to the 8th grade. So we want you to understand how this works. So for example, a student who had an 85 the first 6 weeks, a 75 the second 6 weeks, and a 90 the third 6 weeks makes a 70 on their exam. That gives them 570 total points. 570 divided by 7 is 81. So for semester 1, they would have an 81. But I do have students all the time who tell me, I just have to pass. I just need a 70, and they're satisfied with that. This is the danger of that. If you have a 71 the first 6 weeks, a 72 the second 6 weeks, a 70 for the third 6 weeks, and then you make a semester exam grade of 60, that gives you 486 total points. And when you divide that by 7, it actually comes out to 69.4, which technically is not passing because this number would cause it to round down to 69. However, watch this. A student who makes an A each 6 weeks in that class, 90 the first 6 weeks, 92 the second 6 weeks, 95 the third 6 weeks, they could literally make a 0 on their exam, come out with 550 points, divide that by 7, that's a 79. So even making a 0 on the exam, they could still pass the class. Almost making a B, in fact. So the point is, it's better to have good averages on your report card. Then when it comes to that semester exam, you don't have to feel as much pressure about it. So if you do the hard work up front, you don't have to worry about the exam at the end quite as much. However, some of you are like, well, okay, I could guess that I'm going to make 100, or I could guess that I'm going to make a 50. But how do I really need to know what I need to make on my exam? This is the easiest way. You have these first 6 grades. You have all of these on your student self-serve. So go on student self-serve, click on the report card tab, look at these grades, okay? Add up those 6 grades. When you get that sum, subtract that sum from 490, okay? Whatever you have left over when you subtract that sum from 490, that's what you need to make on your semester exam in order to pass with at least a 70 for the semester. However, if you want to know how much you need to make in order for a B, you would subtract that sum from 560. If you want to know how much you would need to make an A on the exam, or an A for the semester, you would need to subtract that sum from 630. These are called the magic numbers. You have to have 490 total points to pass the semester for that class. But you need 560 for a B and 630 for an A. If you have questions, please make sure to ask your teacher. We can help you figure this out. The thing I want you to most know is the harder you work up front, the easier it's going to be in the end. So for example, if you make an 80 on this first semester, the whole semester, then you don't have to worry as much in the second semester about passing the end of the year. But if you're struggling in this first semester, if you're not passing or you're on the borderline, that means you have to pay extra close attention and work extra hard in the second semester to make sure you don't fall through the cracks. So study up, use your review sheets, do the hard work up front so that you can celebrate in the end.